couldn't help but wonder, could a thought be as toxic as a toxin? We spend our days worrying, overthinking, replaying conversations like broken records. But what if those silent loops were doing more harm than we realized?
Walking through the midnight, chasing dreams we made.
A few years ago, I found myself utterly depleted, not just tired. I'm talking can't get out of bed tired. My body pulled the emergency brake, and I didn't even see it coming. Stress, anxiety, overthinking, self-doubt, things I had written off as just part of being a grown woman, started showing up in my body in the most unexpected ways. Insomnia, digestive issues, thinning hair, chronic colds, unexplained aches and pains, migraines, thyroid imbalance, and a bone-deep fatigue that sleep couldn't fix. It felt like my body had become someone else's, and I had no idea how to get back in. Test after test, scan after scan, and my doctor, she chalked it up to age. But I wasn't buying it. I still felt young. At least I was supposed to. I lay awake at night thinking, what's actually happening to me? So I did what most curious women do at 2 a.m. I Googled, and the more I read, the more something clicked. What if my thoughts were making me sick? I had spent years in survival mode, constantly bracing for something to go wrong, always doing, always worrying, never resting. I was living in a permanent fight or flight response, and my body, it was exhausted. You see, fight or flight just isn't an expression. It's a physiological storm. When you're constantly stressed, your body floods itself with hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, your emergency responders. But if the alarm never shuts off, the body begins to break down. Burnout, anxiety, depression, lower immunity, chronic inflammation, fatigue. These aren't weaknesses, they're signals, clues, warnings. And for me, they were the beginning of a major awakening. And here's where things started to shift for me. I became aware of my thoughts and began noticing how I felt in those moments. If I caught myself feeling something big or ruminating for hours, days, even weeks, you know how we can be sometimes, I would take a mental note of both the thought and the feeling it gave me. And I soon realized I had a choice. I could either stay in those thoughts or I could change them. Not as easy as it sounds, trust me. So I started reading, researching, and trying everything I could get my hands on. And one surprise, running. In all my years, I have had zero interest in running. But once I decided to make workouts a habit versus something I just did before vacation, I found out that I had a knack for it. Now it is one of my biggest feel-good activities. And here's the thing. The first step into taking control of your health is awareness. Once you're aware of your thoughts and how they make you feel, you have the power to change. Science has a name for this, the mind-body connection. Your body listens to everything your mind says. Yep, even the lies. If you think you're in danger, even if you're perfectly safe, your body reacts. Heart races, muscles tense, stress hormones surge. It can't tell the difference between real and imagined. It just responds. But here's the powerful part. Change your thoughts, and you can change your body's response. I realized I had become fluent in fear. Fear of the mistakes I had already made, fear of the ones I thought I was making in the moment, and fear of what the future might hold. I didn't heal overnight, but I started with stillness. Meditation has played a huge role in my healing journey. I had to learn how to be good to myself and prioritize my self-image. I make sure to include daily things that spark feel-good energy, like being kind to others, walking in nature, and journaling. I cannot recall where I first heard this, but it was a YouTuber who suggested, upon waking up in the morning and before getting out of bed, scream, "Today's gonna be a great day!" And something about it changes your mood for the day. I started doing it, and surprisingly, it works. Not sure of the science behind it, but try it for a week and let me know what you think in the comments. We are not our thoughts. They're just passing stories. And when we stop believing in every one of them, that's when the real healing begins. It starts right here with you. Till next time, stay gentle, stay kind, and stay a little delusionally mindful. See you soon.